Mixing the best music with football discussion. This is 442 Radio, live on Spreaker.
When you try your best but you don't succeed, when you get what you want but not what you need, when you feel so tired but you can't sleep, stuck in rivers, and the tears come streaming down your face, when you lose something you can't replace, when you love someone but it goes to waste, could it be worse? Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you.
Mixing the best music with football discussion. This is 442 Radio, live on Spreaker.
What a load of rubbish. Not the song, but Newcastle's performance against Manchester United today at St James's Park. A United side without Wayne Rooney thumped the Toon Army by 4-0 ahead of their season-deciding game at Bayern Munich on Wednesday. We're reflecting on plenty of results from the Premier League and the Championship on tonight's show. It was a great day for Leicester, and they didn't even have to play. They're promoted to the Premier League after QPR and Derby both dropped points. So congratulations to the Foxes. Contrasting fortunes for Aston Villa and Birmingham City today as well, with the Villains losing at home to bottom of the table Fulham. leaving their season on a blunt knife edge, whilst the Blues came from 1 goal down to beat Doncaster and move 7 points clear of the drop. It's now botting times in the top 2 tiers of English football, and the nerves will be jangling for weeks to come. At about 3:45 today, they must have been worried about life in League One, but by 5 o'clock they jumped over another championship hurdle to edge closer to the safety of the finishing line. I'm joined by not 1, not 2, but 3 Blue Noses in the studio tonight. He's the radio version of former Blues player Carlos Costley. A flash of experience every so often, like a Carlos Costley step over. But all in all, quite a disappointing signing for the show. Good evening, Callum Horn.
Oh, alright, Alex.
Not even paying attention, are you?
I don't think it'll be about me. I thought it'll be about Lee, to be honest. But
I've heard that's to people.
So, Lee, you went to the Blues game today. Did you enjoy the match?
Yeah,
His voice is literally... I don't know how we're going to get through the show tonight because both Lee and Callum's voices have nearly just gone.
yeah, it was a good win, a very good win.
You're going to keep it short and sweet tonight, Lee. Short and sweet. And finally, making his Spreaker debut tonight. He's been on the show before, and luckily he's got a good voice tonight, including the Birmingham City special, of course, last week, which he appeared on. But tonight he's here with us and ready to set the world of internet radio on fire. Good evening to JJ Jenkinson.
Good evening, Alex Barton.
How are you, mate? Great 3 points for the Blues today. Do you think you're safe?
I don't know. No.
Because we ask you this question every week. Like, you win and then you lose at home and then you're back in it again. And it's the 6 pointer next week.
You don't understand the life of a Blues fan. It's just awful. We just go through so much. They bring us up and put us on a pedestal, then knock it from underneath us.
Ask me if we'll stay up after Tuesday.
Who have you got Tuesday?
Middlesbrough away.
Middlesbrough away. And if you lose that, you're back in the thick of it again. I think there's only 7 points which separates you the relegation zone from you, or something like that. Okay, there's plenty coming your way tonight, as always. If you want to get in touch with the show, you can. You can tweet me at _Alex Barton, or maybe you want more than that. Well, I can offer you more. Call the show on 07702 588 474. That's 07702 588 474, and we will get you on the air. The floor is open to fans of any team tonight, so get involved. After this short break, we'll be speaking to Football Fans Writer of the Year, Cribbie Cook, about his views on Villa's 2-1 loss to Fulham today. Maybe it's time for Paul Lambert to go. It's all coming up here on 442 Radio.
Well, you can tell everybody. Yeah, you can tell everybody. Go ahead and tell everybody. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. Yes, I am, yes, I am, yes, I am. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. I believe every lie that I ever told. Paid for every heart that I ever stole. I played my cards and I didn't fold. Well, it ain't that hard when you got sold. Somewhere I heard that life is a test. I've been through the worst, but I still give my best. God made my mold different from the rest. Then he broke that mold, so I know I'm blessed. Stand up now and face the sun. Won't hide my tail or turn and run. It's time to do what must be done. Be a king when kingdom comes. So you can tell everybody. Yeah, you can tell everybody. Go ahead and tell everybody. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. Well, you can tell everybody. Yeah, you can tell everybody. Go ahead and tell everybody. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. Yes, I am, yes, I am, yes, I am. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. I got all the answers to your questions. I'll be the teacher, you could be the lesson. I'll be the preacher, you be the confession. I'll be the quick relief to all your stressing. It's a thin line between love and hate. Is you really real or is you really fake? I'm a soldier standing on my feet. No surrender and I won't retreat. Stand up now and face the sun. Won't hide my tail or turn and run. It's time to do what must be done. Be a king when kingdom comes. Well, you can tell it. can tell everybody. Go ahead and tell everybody. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. Well, you can tell everybody. Yeah, you can tell everybody. Go ahead and tell everybody. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. Yes, I am, yes, I am, yes, I am. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man.
Hello Black playing with the Man live here on 442 Radio. Right then, we've got a caller on the line. Na 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 na. Crippy, crippy, good, crippy, good, crippy, crippy, good. Yes, right, so a huge win for Fulham today at Villa Park. Hugo Rodriguez's late header keeping the Cottagers' Premier League survival hopes alive. It's been a pretty awful week, really, for Paul Lambert's side, with the result coming after news of Christian Benteke's season-ending injury. I'm delighted to welcome FTB Pro writer Crippy Cook to the show. Good evening, mate.
Good evening, Alex.
Good evening. Right then, 2 back-to-back home defeats to Fulham and Stoke. 2 sides you'd probably expect to beat at Villa Park. Not the time of the season to start going on a bad run. Are Villa in trouble?
No, but it's a worry that all this is sort of conspiring against us at the really worst time. Like you say, the Stoke defeat is horrendous. You know, their away record's so poor that I can't believe that once again we're the slum busters, where teams come to us needing a result and they get it. It's just a bit gutting, really.
Stoke and Fulham, you do see them as 2 home wins, don't you? 2 bankers.
Oh, definitely, yeah. It's horrible that we've come away with no points from those 2 games, definitely.
So when Paul Lambert was appointed at Aston Villa, he was charged with the mission of turning Villa's fortunes around with the help of investment. After a disappointing campaign, it's fair to say, in 2012. These last 2 seasons, have they been just as bad?
Depends how you view it, isn't it? From the outside, people say, well, what's Lambert really done to the team? But from the inside, there's been a complete overhaul of players. He's had to take out all the senior high earners from the club, bring in young kids. A lot of them haven't played Premier League football or any level near to Premier League football, and they've come in, they've done a job. He's had a very small budget compared to a lot of other sides. You know, Hull have spent far more than we have this season, just for an example. So it's been a tough job. He's had to try and find gems for how little he's been given. And he's done that to respect. There's been some players who have done well in their first season, second season, but we're still not sort of getting the points tally we kind of would have expected this season, but it's still a rebuilding process.
So you've never been relegated, of course, from the Premier League. What position, in your opinion, should Villa be looking to challenge for at the start of each season? I mean, under Martin O'Neill, you had 2 consecutive seasons where you finished in the top 6, and since then you just haven't been able to achieve those highs.
No, it's a shame, but I think under O'Neill, obviously our budget, we were spending more than Tottenham Hotspur at one point. We were spending like a top 4 side. So in a way, some could argue that we were underachieving with only a top 6 and no trophy wins. But since then, we've really paid the price. You know, the owner learners said we have to cut the budget, the high earners have to go. So Lambert's sort of been brought in. And obviously, remember, the season prior to that, Alex McLeish, we stayed up on a point tally, I think it was around 36 or so, I'm not 100%, but I think it was around a tally of that. Yeah. So Lambert's job really up with a complete overhaul of the side. So I think our finishes, our expectations are still round about sort of mediocre, mid-table-y, just maybe a bit short. This season, I think 13th is our target, but obviously we want to fight for top half eventually, but I don't think that's going to come for another year or so.
Yeah, it definitely does look like you're going to be safe, and even if you do go on a bad run of results, I mean, you look at Norwich now after their result today, they're in deep trouble with their home games are the ones that are keeping them in the Premier League this season, and their last two home games, I think they've got Arsenal, and I know they've got to go to Chelsea and Manchester United as well. So it looks like you're safe. Let's talk about the performance today against Fulham. I obviously didn't watch the game as it was a 3 o'clock kickoff. What was the performance like today for Villa?
There were some players who did their bit. They stood out. Grant Holt played well as leading the line for us, and Albrighton once again had a really good game. But defence's problem is we're still conceding too many chances. We're not controlling the game enough, and against a side like Fulham, who we know have got a leaky defence, they let you in sometimes, and we just didn't make it count. So that's the real problem. I think we brought in Matt Lyton again, and Joe Bennett didn't have the best of games on the left-hand side, and also we're suffering from injuries, but it just seems that this team is sort of forgetting who they are again.
Yeah.
Vyman's been a constant worry, really. He's not played well at all this season, but he's sort of forced to play now because we haven't got anyone better. And, we just look like a bunch of strangers at times.
Yeah, it seems to be the case. I mean, you just pointed that Wyman's not having a great season compared to last season. The same for Benteke, really. So you can't really explain why this is the case, can you? Especially on a World Cup year as well.
Well, yeah, you expect your big player, like Benteke, who's nailed on to being Belgium's, strike to be their number one striker if he has a good season with us. Obviously, that's ruled out now because of the injury. But he's struggled. I think with Benteke, it was down to complacency. He wanted to leave in the summer. No club came in for him. He was forced to stay. There was no doubt about it. He couldn't leave anyway. So he didn't apply himself. But he got that hunger back. I think the goal he scored against Norwich really set him on his way. He was looking for the ball, and that attitude is infectious. When he plays like that, everyone else plays around him well. But Vyman and Agbonlahor, who always played either side of Benteke in attack, just haven't cut it. Their finishing's been appalling. They just don't seem to get the ball in the danger areas anymore, and when they do, they fluff their lines. I think Gavi's fluffed so many chances from close range this season that he's starting to look. Well, he does look like a Premier League player half the time. That's the real worry, really. The goals have dried up completely from them.
It is a shame that Benteke's injured because he might have just been about to find form after that Norwich game. So, who is going down for you then this season, Crippy?
Well, it's funny because obviously I think Cardiff and Fulham are down. I know Fulham got a big win today that people do think that will see them surge on, but I think 5 point gap is huge at this time of season. I think Cardiff are already down as well. They just can't seem to keep out the goals. They ship so many goals willy-nilly that I can't see them staying up.
Yeah.
But Sunderland are, people say they've got 3 games in hand, but winning the 3 games in hand will still put them only a few points out of trouble. And I don't see Sunderland winning 3 games, the 3 games they have in hand anyway. That's the real issue. So I think almost the relegation battle could be as you are right now. Fulham, Cardiff and Sunderland to go down.
Yes, there's definitely plenty more twists and turns to go in the battle to survive. And finally, Crippy, who's your champions for this season?
It's such a tough one, isn't it? It's hard. I think Man City have to be in the driving seat. They've got so much quality all over the pitch. Liverpool will run them close, and obviously Chelsea are going to be there or thereabouts. But if I'm a betting man, I'd put it on Man City. Yeah,
I mean, today, Man City weren't even playing that well in the first half against Southampton and still managed to go in 3-1 ahead. Right, thanks for calling in the show, Crippy.
Cheers, Alex. Have a good day, mate.
Cheers, mate. And you. Top stuff, again, as always, from Crippy Cook, live here on 442. Na 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 na. Crippy Cook, Crippy Cook, Crippy Cook. Okay, then we've got plenty to come here on 442, including Football Fact and Football Fiction. I believe JJ and Callum are going to go head-to-head in that one tonight, so we'll see how that goes.
me, 'cause I'm the master of this. I mean, I win all the time, and I.
JJ thinks he can beat. Okay, we'll do JJ and Lee versus Carl then. Is that the way? Is that the way you want it?
Yeah, I mean, I reckon I could beat them too easy. I mean, they're very poor.
Are we putting any money on it?
No, because I don't have to pay.
Betting is a mugs game. That's what my mum.
Okay. Okay, so Football Facts, Football Fiction is coming up later on in the show as well. Boys, let's reflect then on today's Premier League results. Starting with Cardiff versus Crystal Palace. Palace winning at the Cardiff City Stadium. Defence surely is key in the Premier League in the race to survive, and especially at home. And Palace absolutely battered Cardiff today, 3-0. What an appointment Tony Pulis was for Crystal Palace, Lee.
He's made them solid at their back. They've been hard to beat. Even at home, they've been getting the 1-0s, and today 3-0 win at Cardiff. It's very good for them.
I mean, Palace look like they're going to break the voodoo of going back down when they come back up, because they always seem to go down. But you've got managers coming in with no experience, like Pepe Mel. Well, no Premier League experience, Pepe Mel, Felix Magath, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It looks like that risk might not pay off for those Premier League clubs.
Yeah, Pulis was the right appointment because he's got experience in the Premiership. He did well with Stoke. He took him as far as he could, and now he's taking Palace. He's taking them well. He's keeping them up. But appointing people like Pepe.
JJ and Cal are at it. They're just fighting each other. JJ, I'm going to bring you in, okay? I thought Cardiff would be really up for this match, especially after West Brom, of course, drew 3-3 with them. Cardiff got that injury time equaliser. But the momentum was with Palace for the whole game. Surely Cardiff now need a miracle to stay up.
There is no miracle. They're as good as down for me. I mean, to be honest, they've just been so poor at the back. I mean, I thought they'd really strengthened at the back in the summer, and they'd brought in people like Kolka, yes. great signing, and people like that. They'd really strengthened, but up front, I just thought would be their problem. But it's maybe the other way around this season.
Yeah. And Palace look like they're safe now, Cal.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's brought some good players in as well.
Yeah, well, only 2 of the players that he signed were in the starting lineup today for Palace. Joe Ledley was one of them. I can't remember who the other one was. Was it Scott Dan? Only 2 players. So it's really the same team that Ian Holloway had.
It's just Tony Pulis. I mean, he makes his team strong, hard to beat, and what them 1-0 wins at home, they're good.
And he has never been. He's never managed a team that's been relegated from the Premier League. So it's looking well for Crystal Palace. Right then. We just spoke to Grippy about Villa versus Fulham. Fulham have Norwich next at Craven Cottage. It could be the biggest game of the season for both sides. Villa without Benteke, of course. Back-to-back home defeats to Fulham and Stoke. Surely that is a 6-pointer lead.
Definitely, yeah. Massive game.
What's your prediction for that one, Fulham-Norwich? I think the losers of this game are going down.
I don't know. I still think Norwich will stay up. They're very in and out. Like, they can be good one week, poor the next week. But I can see Fulham winning it. I can see a Fulham win or draw.
Norwich simply need to win this game because if you saw their fixtures really are solid. I'll get them up in a minute, but there's some really tough games. And Norwich's away form has been absolutely catastrophic this season. So they lost at Cardiff. Yeah, of course, they lost at Swansea last week by 3-0. Were they beaten at Villa? 4-1. So, yeah, their home form really has been shocking. Of course, that was the game Benteke scored. So, yeah, 6 points for Fulham. If they win next week against Norwich, it swings the momentum in their favour. And all of a sudden, you've got Sunderland, Norwich and Cardiff, who are also all fighting for their lives. Do you think Villa are just about safe, Cal?
How many points are they clear of the relegation zone? 7. Shut up, Lou. I reckon they're just about safe now. I mean, 7 points, it's a big gap.
Despite players like Benteke being out for the rest of the season?
Well, they've got a really poor team without Benteke. I mean, they rely on Grant Holt, and for a Premiership team, that's just pathetic. But 7 points is just too much now with the remaining games.
It does look like they are safe. Right then, Norwich versus West Brom. Of course, we just touched on Norwich a bit, but it's been a bad week for West Brom, especially in the media with this Saido Berahino and James Morrison conflict going on. And was it Berahino said he was going to try and press charges against Morrison? But the best way to answer the critics, Lee, is to win on the pitch. As for Norwich, pretend you're a Norwich fan for a moment, okay? You're at the start of the season, and the board has invested millions of pounds in strikers like Van Wolfswinkel and Gary Hooper. You're not expecting to be in a relegation battle, are you?
No, I mean, Van Wolfswinkel's been one of the biggest letdowns this season. He come here with a reputation, and he just hasn't lived up to it. And there's some players like Redmond as well, who class player. But obviously hasn't helped them too much, just They should be doing better than that.
And Norwich have to go to Chelsea and Manchester United. This defeat, in my opinion, leaves their season in peril. I think that they're going down. I think Cardiff are going down, and then I think it's out of Sunderland and Fulham. But I think Norwich are doomed, JJ.
No, I don't think so. I think they've just got enough quality in that team to maybe just take it down to the last day. I think if they can start picking up a few goals here and there.
Last day of the season, they're at home to Arsenal, though.
You never know. Arsenal are on a bit of a dip. Every team goes through a dip, and maybe they'll be able to pull something out the hat.
Okay, I'm hearing also there were a few altercations between players and fans at Carrow Road at the end of that match. Russell Martin spoke to TalkSport and criticised the fans for booing. Of course, West Ham fans booed the other week when they won. But surely fans have a right to boo results, especially Norwich West Brom. You expect a home win or at least a draw for Norwich in that game. Do fans have the right to boo, Lee?
Yeah, you can't criticise the fans for booing after they've paid the money to watch a game where obviously they haven't played that well if they've lost to West Brom. They have the right to boo and voice their opinion.
Do you think fans should boo, Cal?
Well, it doesn't do good for the players, but they spend a lot of money, the fans do, so it depends, like, if we lost 5-0 to Barnsley at home, that's understandable. I mean, yeah.
Do you think fans should boo, JJ?
They should, because they pay ridiculous prices week in, week out. But thanks, Cal. Thanks for letting me voice my opinion. But if they're in a relegation scrap like Norwich are, I don't think it's going to do their players any wonders, and I think they'll just end up faltering.
Yeah. They need all the help they can get. I mean, the chairman came out a couple of weeks ago, didn't he, and said that Houghton's under pressure, and in the long run that might not have helped. Right, after this short break, we are going to reflect on Newcastle versus Manchester United. The result from St James's Park. Man United thumping the Toon Army. Of course, Newcastle without Remy. Prepare for a very, very long rant. You're listening to 442 Radio live here on Spreaker.
Mixing the best music with football discussion. This is 442 Radio, live on Spreaker.
Don't wanna see the numbers, I wanna see heaven. You say, could you write a song for me? I say, I'm sorry about you that I believe. When I go home, I tend to close the door. I never want to know. So sing with me, can't you see I don't have one day on my mind, one day on my mind. I do it for the love. I don't have one day on my mind, one day on my mind. I do it for the love. I do it for the love. I do it for the love. Please don't get me wrong, I wanna keep it moving. I know what that requires. I'm not foolish. Please, can you make this work for me? 'Cause I'm not a puppet, I will work against your strings. When I go home, I tend to close the door. I never want to know. So sing with me, can't you see I don't have one day on my mind, one day on my mind. I do it for the love. I don't have one day on my mind, one day on my mind. I do it for the love. I do it for the love. I do it for the love. When the sun will set, don't you fret. No, I have no money on my mind. No money on my mind. No money on my mind. No, I have no money on my mind. When the sun will set, don't you fret. No, I have no money on my mind. No money on my mind. No money on my mind. No, I have no money on my mind. Just love.
Smith playing live here on 442 with Money on My Mind. It is 8:45 and you're listening to 442 Radio. Right then, still got plenty to come. Carl's Championship review and football fact or football fiction. But first, let's reflect on more Premier League games from today, starting with Newcastle versus Manchester United. Right, firstly, let's talk about United before we talk about Newcastle. No Rooney today, which means Juan Mata's playing in that central attacking midfield role, which Rooney usually plays in, and Mata scores 2 goals, JJ. Who would you start there for the Bayern game?
Juan Mata, all day. I think that he's just a better player all round. I think Rooney's just an overpaid. He's not a useless player. I think he's a really good player, but I just think he's overpaid for what he is, and I think Juan Mata just offers more in the centre attacking mid.
So you'd put Rooney on the bench?
I would. I'd bring him on as an impact player, maybe up front, or put him in that centre attacking mid role.
Yeah, I mean, so Mata scored 2 goals today. Mata and Rooney clearly struggled to fit in the same team, but it was a £37 million performance from Mata today. It was superb, but it wasn't hard against the Newcastle team today. So Mata, you can't really play Mata on the wing, can you, Cal? It's not the position that... If you pay £37 million for a player, surely you've got to play him in his preferred position.
Yeah, I know, but if they don't play Rooney, then Man United fans are going mental. I mean, they love Rooney, don't they? So I reckon they need to come...
And they've just offered him £300,000 a week, so you've got to start him.
I reckon they need to come up with some formation when they both can play in the role, like something like a 4-3-2-1 or something like that. I mean, I'm a manager myself.
Let's talk about Newcastle. First half performance weren't too bad, but yet again, no cutting edge up front. Do you know what? If I had Makeda at Newcastle, I would start him. That's how bad Luke de Jong is. Luke de Jong is not Premier League quality. I'm so glad he's only a loan signing.
Didn't he come from Borussia Mönchengladbach?
Yeah. Borussia Mönchengladbach, and they're not even. He didn't even start for that side, so he didn't. He didn't.
I thought he was one of their best players.
No, if he was one of their best players, they wouldn't have let him go on loan.
No, it's Max Cruz. My bad.
It's fine. Yeah, but we're without Remy again. In January, when we sold Kabay, Newcastle fans were taking to Twitter and saying how there's a lack of ambition at the club, selling your best players, being a feeder club. I think in the summer, do you think Pardew's got a goalie?
No, I think he showed the other year when he had all the players at his disposal. He got used a reasonable league position in the Europa League. Yeah. But when players obviously you've got Bargo a few years ago, Kabay gone. It's never going to work for you.
Can I just ask a question? Do any of you in this room think that Alan Pardew should go in the summer?
No, he should stay.
No, good manager.
Yeah. I'm glad to hear that. So it's down to Mark Ashley then. I think we agree it's down to Mark Ashley. He's got to invest money in the team. He's got to replace Kabay, Cal. Yeah. You don't just sell your best player and hope for the best, do you?
You need to get players that are not French as well.
I'm not. Do you know what? I'm not too bothered about the nationality as long as they're good enough. But that was a low blow. That was, Cal.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I mean, I apologise for my words.
I mean, Cisse hasn't found the form of last season either, and we are definitely missing in the middle of the park without Kabay.
Papi Cisse is a poor man's Makeda.
So it's going to be mid-table mediocrity for Newcastle, and it reflected in the performance today, because let's just take a look quickly at Newcastle's home form recently, okay? So today they lose 4-0 at home to Man United, and you can all relate because your home form's even worse. Okay? You've got the worst home form in all of Europe. When was your last home win?
It was against Millwall, yeah.
So Newcastle, we lost 4-0 at home to United. We lost 3-0 at home to Everton. We beat Palace 1-0, and we scraped both those games with injury time winners. And then we lost 4-0 at home to Tottenham, and then 3-0 at home to Sunderland. So it's not looking good. But mid-table looks like that's going to be the position for Newcastle this season. Right, I've now decided that my second team is no longer Birmingham City. It is Real Madrid, as I have purchased a Real Madrid shirt with Ronaldo on the back. And no, I've never been to a Madrid game. You've been to a Madrid? Oh no, you haven't. Okay, JJ, you don't need to lie. And I'd like to give a score update. My second team are winning 4-0 at Real Sociedad. And Pepe scored. Who else scored? Pepe scored, Bale scored, and Benzema scored, and I'm not sure who got the fourth. Yeah, that's why I said I'm not sure who got the fourth, Lee. But yes, it is 4-0 to Real Madrid. So I'd just like to take this moment to say, Hala Madrid. Okay, thank you, Lee. They are now my new second team. We're going Forest soon, aren't we, Lee? What date's that?
It is Saturday the 19th of April.
And if you lose to Middlesbrough in midweek, does that game become yet another 6-pointer? Because the teams below you do seem to be picking up points. Yeovil won today, so although Charlton lost, and Millwall won as well today.
If we lose to Middlesbrough, Clark out. Nah, it's a big game, but if we lose that, we are right back in it. But I don't know, we're good away. Middlesbrough an average team. We'll win there. We'll win at Forest.
Did Middlesbrough win today?
They beat Derby. But Derby are a poor team.
Derby are a poor team, yeah. That's why they're near the playoffs. Oh, I just heard a full-time whistle. Real Madrid have beaten Real Sociedad by 4-0. So again, I'd like to take this moment to say Hala Madrid. We've got a bit of Shakira coming up soon here on 442. What was that, Lee? Lee Hinton is just he's just confirmed that his hips don't lie. Great Shakira quote there from Lee Hinton. Right, let's get back on track. You're listening to 442 Radio Live here on Spreaker. Manchester City versus Southampton was the early kick-off in the Premier League today. The title race, in my eyes, is between City and Liverpool. I'm sure at least one of you is going to disagree with that, considering Chelsea are top of the table right now. But who are your Premier League champions, Lee, again? Is it Man City?
I think Man City, but I want Liverpool.
I think Liverpool and want Man City. Yeah. What do you think, Cal? You're just making noises in the background.
I'm actually changing my mind for the third time now. I personally think, in my honest opinion, I reckon Liverpool will win it.
Liverpool, of course, have got Man City and Chelsea at home. Big games. And then, last game of the season, at home to Newcastle. So, shut up. Right, so it is. Thank you, Lee. Shake my hand. Thank you. Okay, yeah, so they didn't play that well in the first half, Man City. Did any of you watch the... Obviously, you two didn't. Did you watch the Man City game earlier, JJ? No, I was at work. You're at work, of course. Sportsdirect.com, UK's number one. Love it. Yeah, they went in 3-1 ahead at the break. But when the defence is shaky for Man City, Lee, they can always rely on their strike force for goals, can't they? And that is the sign of champions.
I mean, the amount of goals they scored this year, it's 100 and something now. Their attack is probably the best in the league. Them and Liverpool's attack is class.
JJ, do you think Chelsea's strike force might let them down this season?
No, I don't think so. I think they've got too much quality. And if we're talking like the attacking mids as well, because they do play as a forward role, I think they've got too much quality. Torres, I think...
And Demba Ba. I can't believe they're not playing Demba Ba.
No, honestly, I think Torres is still one of the best strikers in the Prem. If he could hit the form, if he hits the form, you don't lose quality. You just lose confidence. That's all.
I completely agree, Jojo. I mean, you see it where you seen him at Liverpool, didn't you? I mean, banging goals for fun, weren't he?
I think he's still got the quality, but we've been waiting years now. Well, not years. We've waiting a couple of seasons now for him to do something. Like, I don't know.
Torres, Eto'o, and Ba is there, and Salah in some form or another.
The way that this 4-2-3-1 formation is supposed to work is the striker's supposed to do more of the creating, and then the attacking three are supposed to score the goal. So that's kind of my excuse for the Torres thing. No,
Lee's not buying that, are you, Lee? You're not buying that.
4-2-3-1 this year with Big Nicola converting the chances.
Yeah, but he only gets a few.
I love it how it always comes back to Birmingham. Did any of you hear about the injury to Jay Rodriguez today?
Said it was a knee injury.
Yeah, it was, and he could miss the World Cup Do you think that'd be a huge blow for England, or would you have not taken him anyway, Lee?
It wouldn't be that big a blow. Like, I'd have taken him, but he wouldn't have been like. He'd have been sort of back up, I would say. But he's bad for him though. Like, if he had because if he had a World Cup ahead of him and that.
Okay then, so next up, Hull versus Swansea. What a job Steve Bruce is doing at the KC Stadium. People were wearing Steve Bruce masks at the KC today. And Hull beat Swansea by 1-0. Hull, they're safe. Home form has been fantastic for the Tigers. And they've got an FA Cup semi-final to look forward to as well. Do you think... Now, this is a question where you're going to say definitely yes or definitely no. Steve Bruce, second best manager in the Premier League this season behind Brendan Rodgers? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Why yes?
He's done a great job. I mean, he's got some great players like Huddleston,
Jelic.
Livermore, Jelic, Shane Long. I mean, he's got a good home record. He's got, not Craig. He got Curtis Davis.
Craig Davis.
He's got Curtis Davis. I mean, why not?
No. We're not having the Curtis Davis for England discussion.
In the summer, by me, like
the World Cup's in the summer.
I mean, after the summer in a friendly or something like that.
Maybe if he was at a better club as well. So, they're looking forward to a semi-final next week against Sheffield United. George Boyd's towering header from Liam Rossinia's cross, giving the home side a 39th-minute lead, and they held on. What a season for Hull City. And finally, Chelsea versus Stoke. Jose Mourinho last week said, we're out of the title race. What do you make of those comments, Lee Hinton?
I don't think they're out at all. I think they're still right in the title race. I think it could go any of three ways.
JJ, Mourinho said Chelsea were out of the title race last week. Is it all mind games?
Absolute mind games. I think he's an absolute master at mind games. He's not as good as Lee Clark, though, is he, at mind games? But how can he say they're not in the title race? What are they, like, two? What, I don't know how many points they are behind, but they're, like, right up there. Lee's doing his photography work again.
Yeah, Lee's taking snaps of Callum Horn in the studio. I was going to make a point. Oh, yeah. You said that Mourinho is the master of the mind games, and Lee Clark is as well. Lee Clark lures managers into a false sense of security, thinking that Blues are going to win at home, don't they? But then he gives them the 3 points. So, yeah. So they climb back to the top of the Premier League table. Hazard is in the form of his life, but again, it was another game without a goal for Fernando Torres. Cal, is Torres' career at Chelsea at an end, do you think, at the end of this season?
I could see. I mean, he's been linked with Atletico Madrid, so I could see him going there.
Going back to Spain and back to his former side?
Yeah.
What is for sure is there are so many twists and turns to come in the title race and the battle to avoid the drop. You're listening to 442 Radio, live here on Spreaker.
Mixing the best music with football discussion. This is 442 Radio.
Follow. Forget you.
fiction.
Yes, Lee and JJ are taking on Cal at Football Fact or Football Fiction tonight. Cal, you got a good record at this game, but it might be under threat tonight. So, who wants the first question?
Me.
Okay, Lee, why have you got a pair of earphones on your head? Okay, right, let's go. Question 1 is for Lee and JJ. Okay, here we go. Everton have won all 6 of their last home games. As JJ is quite far away from the mic, Lee, you'll have the deciding answer. The clogs are turning in Lee's mind. Go on. You can talk to each other. You can confer. Callum, please be quiet while the other team are answering their question. No, Callum, don't talk to me if your voice is going to go so high. No, shh. Don't hit my bed. Okay, what are we going for?
We'll go true.
So you think Everton have won all 6 of the last home games?
I thought they might have drawn one, but I've gone true.
Okay, you've gone true. The correct answer is actually true. Yes, you are correct. Swansea, Southampton, Norwich, Villa, West Ham, and Cardiff. So 1-0 to 1-0 to JJ and Lee. Okay, so here is question. Here is question 2 for Cal. Okay, Cal, could you come a bit close to the mic without looking at the screen? Thank you. Okay, Fulham have lost all 6 of their last home games. Fulham have lost all 6 of the last home games.
That's a bit of a stupid question, isn't it? Because they've beat someone or they drew against someone, so I'm going to go false.
You seem pretty confident about that, to be honest, Cal. Do you think your arrogance will pay off here?
It'll be 1-1, we'll see.
It is 1-1, yes. They beat Newcastle 1-0. Okay, question 3.
You lost to Fulham?
Yes, we lost to Fulham. Villa lost to Fulham as well, Lee.
Villa are awful, you expect?
Yeah, I know, but Newcastle are awful at the moment. Question 3. Newcastle have conceded first in their home games more than any other side this season.
Is this just in the Prem?
In the Premier League. So, Newcastle have conceded first in their home games more than any other side this season. True or false?
Cardiff sometimes take the lead but then lose it, so...
What about Norwich? What about Fulham?
Lee, you're just listing the sides at the bottom of the table.
What about Villa?
Make an assertive decision.
What do you think?
I would go with true as well because I think Newcastle did it.
I'll go false, so you're in a predicament.
This is not good.
Go with him.
What are you going to go for?
True.
You going for?
Yeah, because if it's wrong, it's his fault. Good true.
Okay, Lee has said that they're going to go true. So, it's false. Villa have conceded the most. Villa have conceded the most first. Conceded first in most of their home games this season. They've done it 12 times. No. Unfortunate. It remains 1. It remains 1-1. Okay, Callum Horn. Chance to take the lead here, mate. Question 4. Juan Mata's brace against Newcastle today is the first time he has scored 2 goals in a Premier League game since November 2012.
Good question.
No arrogance on this question, I see, Cal.
Well, what's the question? Can you please repeat the question?
Juan Mata's brace against Newcastle today is the first time he has scored 2 goals in a Premier League game since November 2012.
I'm going to go for a guess. I mean, I normally get guesses right because I win every time. I'm going to go false.
It's true. Unlucky. And of course, it was when he was at Chelsea. Okay, right then. Question 5. Norwich City's Carrow Road has a larger capacity than West Bromwich Albion's Hawthorns. I can tell you that it's very close. Okay?
I'm sure they're about 24 to
So, what we're going to go for?
It's less than 1,000 of the difference, in my opinion. It's around 24 to 26k.
Will you shut up and let us debate, for Christ's sake?
Norwich normally sell out. What's their average attendance?
I don't know.
I'm drawn.
I was thinking about 26,000 average, 27. And I know West Brom's only holds the 26 mark, so I would go Norwich. Have a bigger capacity.
What are we going to go for?
What do you want?
I'll suggest rock, paper, scissors to decide what you're going to go for. They both went paper. They both went scissors. Okay, so you're going for Norwich has a larger capacity. This, of course, to take the lead. Well, I can tell you that Norwich Carrow Road holds 26,034. The Hawthorns
25.
holds 26,272, which means the Hawthorns has a larger capacity, which means you've got it wrong. Okay, but it remains, please no physical violence. You're on the same team. Okay, so question 6, again, another chance for you to take the lead, Callum. Birmingham City striker Federico Macheda was at Inter Milan in his youth career before joining Manchester United.
Don't look at me.
I can confirm I don't have a clue, but
So Federico Macheda was at Inter Milan in his youth career before joining Manchester United.
I'm going to go with
Don't rush.
oh, shut up, Lee. Pathetic.
5 seconds, otherwise it's going to be a void answer.
True. False.
No, I have to take your first answer, so I'm taking true. And it is false. Lazio from 06 to 06 to 07. Callum, I must accept your first answer, okay? So, no, sorry, mate. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You still, yeah, but you had plenty of time to think about it. Thank you, Lee. Is it still 1-1?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Question 7. Steve McLaren.
We're getting an answer for this time.
Steve McLaren has managed more club sides than Mick McCarthy. Steve McLaren has managed more club sides than Mick McCarthy. So, of course, we're excluding international teams. No international teams, just club sides. And they can be from England or from the rest of Europe. So,
Was it McCarthy and him?
Steve McLaren and Mick McCarthy. So they're just thinking about it right now. While they're doing that, Cal, how you feeling, mate? You look a bit down.
I feel like I've been robbed. I mean, straight after I said true, I said, JJ, can you please be quiet?
Interesting stuff. Okay, have you got an answer? Have you got an answer? So the question is this. Steve McLaren has managed more club sides than Mick McCarthy. What are you going to go for?
Mick McCarthy.
That's not an answer, Lee. Okay. Steve McLaren has managed more club sides than Mick McCarthy. True or false?
False.
It is true. Steve McLaren has managed 6 club sides. Amongst them, of course, were FC Twente and Wolfsburg, but Mick McCarthy has only managed 4. So it's still 1-1. Yet another chance for you to take the lead here, Cal. Question 8. Leicester City were founded before Nottingham Forest and Derby County. Leicester City were founded before Nottingham Forest and Derby County. A chance to take the lead. True or false?
False.
False? It is false. Because Leicester were 1884, Derby were 1884, and Nottingham Forest were 1865. So Forest were founded first out of all of those sides. Okay, so 2-1, which means you can only get a draw. But here we go. Anyway, question 9.
If you are level, will it go to a decider?
If you are level, we will do a tiebreaker to see who wins. Okay, so question 9. There is still something to play for, unlike Newcastle's season. Question 9. Crystal Palace have 3 Welshmen in their Premier League squad. True or false?
Gabby Don, is he still there? Was it? True.
So we're talking the current Premier League squad now, so we're not talking about players who have gone out on loan. So Crystal Palace squad, we're looking for the number of Welshmen in the current Premier League squad for Crystal Palace. They're just thinking about their answer now. I'm just double checking. Yeah, I've got the right answer. Okay, so what are we going for then, boys?
5 seconds.
Will you shut up?
This is to tie the game. Crystal Palace have 3 Welshmen in their Premier League squad. True or false?
5.
Shut up.
5.
I'm going to throw a brick.
Go on.
3.
Go on.
False.
They've gone false.
I'd have said true.
Okay, so to get this wrong, Cal's won again.
Literally playing Lee Clark's bingo balls here.
The correct answer is true. So, Cal, you win again. The Welshmen in the squad are Wayne Hennessy, Joe Ledley,
They signed Hennessy on loan.
and Danny Gabidon. Okay, so that means, Cal, you've won Football Fact or Football Fiction, but you can have your last question. Anyway, question 10. Millwall manager Ian Holloway is older than Newcastle manager... Can we stop throwing bottles at each other? This isn't a Birmingham City away end, okay? Millwall manager Ian Holloway is older than Newcastle manager Alan Pardew. Doesn't really matter what you say, but true or false?
Massive question.
Give me an answer, Cal.
Answer the question, it don't matter. It's true.
Holloway older than Pardew, is that the question?
Can I confirm it's true?
False.
It is false. Holloway is 51 and Pardew is 52. That was Football Fact or Football Fiction.
You got the question more.
Football fact or football fiction?
Okay, then we're nearly at the end of the show. It's times for Yes, I'm doing that now, Lee. Chill. It's now time for Cal's Championship Review. Cal's Championship Review on 442.
Good evening, and this is Callum's Championship Preview.
Get rid.
Leicester City promoted to the Premier League after their win yesterday against Sheffield Wednesday by 2-1. QPR dropped points to Bournemouth, which means Eddie Howe's side are in the mix for the playoff positions. Down at the bottom, a win for Yeovil at Blackpool means the relegation battle has exploded into life again. 8 points separate the bottom. Bottom teams. Burnley look like they've secured the second automatic promotion spot, as a 1-1 draw at Watford means they'll go 10 points clear off QPR, who are in third. Reading picked up a valuable 1-0 victory at the Valley against Charlton, which means they remain in the final playoff positions. Blackburn, Bolton and Millwall were also winners in their games, but the result of the day was at the Keepmoat Stadium, as Birmingham beat Doncaster 3-1. 2 goals from Federico Makeda and a lean over goal, and if I'm honest, I don't know who scored for them. Such a poor team. I'll be back next week with my championship preview. Preview. And thanks for having me again, Alex.
Cal, have you been drinking today? Because or can you just not read?
No, it's just like the angle.
The angle.
What did you have a point?
Can confirm Callum Horn was drinking. He abandoned people that give him free lifts. He tried too hard to fit in, and apart from that,
Whoa, boys, chill out. Okay, Cal, I will be ejecting you shortly.
Can I just state that whenever Callum Horn is offered or is bought a pint of beer at a ground, for example, Leicester away, he never finishes the pint. He ends up drinking half the pint, then leaving it on the side.
I think we should say a big thank you to Diane Horn for paying for Cal's beer. Well done, Diane.
Get a job.
JJ, actually,
No, Leicester away.
do you know? Do you know what?
5 minutes to kick off, and I said Callum.
JJ, do you know what? It's a shock, but I actually finished my beer today. So I would like a round of applause for finishing my beer.
Cal, you're not going to get a round of applause, mate. No chance.
You know what I'd have enjoyed more if Callum would have been kicked out of the ground.
Well, do you remember at the Valley when Cal didn't even get in the ground? And do you remember you had to come out? Because he didn't have any money.
You get into trouble with these scavengers nowadays.
No, don't point your finger at me.
Do you know? Oh my god, man! Fucking idiot.
Whoa!
You telling me
No swear words.
finger at
No
me.
swear words on the show,
I
Cal.
had to travel across London.
Okay, leave him alone now. Leave him alone. We're at the end of the show. Thanks for tuning in. You've been listening to 442 Radio Live with me, Alex Button.
Me, Linton.
Me, Callum on.
And making his Spreaker debut tonight,
The special one, James Jenkinson.
Stop swearing.
we will be back next week without Callum. Cheers for listening.
A million pound girl, you a boss all of the way that you doing your thing, you doing your thing. You don't mind paying the cost, you on your grind, you don't move like the wind, move like the wind. The way you put it out on the floor, I wanna come and just give you my ring, give you my ring. I wanna give a round of applause, I like the way you wanna rule like a king. She bought a dumb bar, she phenomenal, she motivates, she elevates. She bought a dumb bar, she phenomenal, she motivates, she elevates. She bought a dumb bar, she phenomenal. She bought it up bar. She phenomenal. She motivates. She elevates. She bought it up bar. My girl, roll with a king. Roll with a brother that can give you everything. Go think. My girl, roll with a king. Roll with a brother that make looks like a singer. Sing. My girl, and roll with a king. Roll with a brother that can give you everything. Go think. My girl, roll with a king. 'Cause every good man is a queen. What you think? Go think. I love the way you put it on me. When you put it on for me, look good on me. Stay ahead like the hoodie on me. Girl, you know for sure, I never leave you lonely. Million pound girl, you a boss all of the way that you doing your thing. You doing your thing. You don't mind paying the cost, you on your grind. You don't move like the wind, move like the wind. The way you put it out on the floor, I wanna come and just give you my ring, give you my ring. I wanna give a round of applause, I like the way you wanna rule like a king. She bought a dumb bar, she phenomenal, she motivates, she elevates. She bought a dumb bar, she phenomenal. Baby, you be no delay. You ride by my side, help me operate. Nobody can hold your weight.
Hello, Madrid.
For them guys, tell them go away. That's why I want to congratulate. You hold yourself high, you in your good space. So go ahead and put it on.